Tf2 is a game where anyone should jump in and have fun. Or at least, that's what it should be. That's what it used to be. Somewhere along the way, something went wrong. Nowadays, Tf2 isn't just about winning for some people. It's about making sure someone else has the worst experience possible. And it happened both in casual and in MvM. So let's start with the casual mode, when Tf2 Gibbous players are thrown into a mid-grinder. You would think a game with a massive casual scene would be welcoming. You would think they will help new players. Well, on some maps, not really. We have created a battlefield where new players are treated like parasites by the veterans. If you pick sniper, if you wear gibbous, for some of the veterans, they will just kick you. Because if you don't play exactly the way the high tower player with 2k, 3k, 5k, 10k hours wants, oh, you are the enemy, you can't play, it's not right, they can't let you have fun. You see, for them it's not enough to win in casual. For them, it's important they feel the need to ruin someone's day. They need to flame, to butt kick, to insult, or any game that's supposed to be lighthearted. And if you think that's bad, wait until you step into man vs machine. In theory, MvM should be the Tf2 PvE paradise, but it will just stay a theory. Instead, it's a bootcamp full of elitism. When casual mode has cheaters winning matches, MvM has high-2 players who act like they own the game. Did you already queue into an MvM match full of high-2s? Yeah, if you don't F4 instantly, they kick you. If you don't buy the exact upgrades the meta demands, you're kicked. These players don't just want to win, they want to control the entire experience. And I know it's not the case for every MvM players, for every high towers players in casual, but it just feels like at their core, MvM high-2 elitist and casual cheaters are alike. One abuses hacks to get an unfair edge, the other abuses the kick system and griefing to remove anyone who doesn't meet their standards and wastes the time of 5, 6, 10, 20 people. Both ruin the game for others, and both make sure that if you're not playing their way, you don't get to play at all. And Tf2 didn't start this way, it used to be different. Back in the days, toxicity existed, sure, but it wasn't the default. Players were just as likely to joke around, throw a GG in chat, or even teach any players how to rocket jump. So, what's changed nowadays? Well, it's fairly simple actually. Neglect breeds toxicity, and when the devs stop watching, when updates become rarer, and when the only people left are the most die-hard veterans, the gatekeeping just takes over. And it's not about fun anymore in that case. Because in casual players stop seeing new teammates as potential friends, they see them as liabilities. If you don't instantly know the best strategy, you're dead weight to them. If you don't have hundreds of hours in MvM, at their eyes you're just running the run. And with no external force keeping the people in check, toxicity almost becomes a culture. So it just ends up in a scenario where Tf2's community isn't just split between casual and competitive. It's not even split between friendlies and tryhard. It ends up splitting between those who remember what the game used to be and are willing to help, and those who think the game belongs to them now. And the worst part is that if you are a new player, you are in that crossfire and you can't do much. Because the new players are already fighting to just learn the game. And they have to fight against the game's own community to make place for themselves. And that's just crazy. So until that's changed, Tf2 isn't just really dying only from bots or a lack of updates. It's almost like it's rotting from the inside because of the community. But here is the thing, Tf2 isn't like rotten beyond repair. The game is toxic because we let it be toxic. But just like any online game, the community decides what is acceptable. If you want Tf2 to be fun again, we have to change how we treat each other. So we can just call out for toxic behaviors, help new players instead of harassing them, and yeah, we can just make Tf2 fun again, Tf2 nice for new players. And I think that's important because those new players are currently also what make Tf2 a game with still existing in 2025. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like Tf2 wasn't just meant to be competitive. It was supposed to be a fun shooter for the people to enjoy. And if we don't just get rid of that toxicity, well, I think it will just be sad, and yeah, I just don't get it. Why people need to be toxic in Tf2? What's the point? You have a bad day? Okay, then don't go on Tf2. Go read a book, go do something. But don't go on Tf2 where you will obviously die to someone who is better than you and get even more mad. There is no point. Anyway, if you made it this far into the video, I will actually be curious. Have you experienced a lot of toxicity in Tf2, in casual, in MvM? Are you part of that toxicity maybe? Do you fight it? I would just be curious to know, and if you enjoyed the video, feel free to just like and subscribe because it always helps, and yeah, we try to go toward 1000 subscribers.